Hello, Sis Judy. Hello to my three. Judy Fisher, I am. So I'll be cooking dinner when your stream starts, but I'll be listening in the coming stream when I'm done with dinner. Okay, Judy Fisher, thank you. I will just melt 2 tablespoons of. Hello, Sis Melody. Good morning. I'll just melt this 2 tablespoons of margarine. Yes, 2 tablespoons. I'll be right back. Hello, Sis MK. Good morning. It's melted now. Melted margarine. Hello, Bruce. Good morning. No, it's what? Afternoon or evening to you? Today I'm going to cook uh putong pandan. In English, pandan flavored steamed cake. So the ingredients are 1 cup rice flour and 1/2 cup all-purpose flour, 2.5 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 cup sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoon melted margarine, and 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of uh, this is buko pandan flavoring. But if you want to use the fresh pandan leaves, you can also use the pandan leaves. Salim, good morning or good evening. Where you at, Salim? Where are you from? So this is the fresh pandan leaves. Pandan leaf. Salam pala. It is pandan leaf is also known as screw pine leaf. Serewpine. Screw pine leaf. Uh, if you don't know how this smell, it smells like sweet, sweet and mild at the same time. That's the aroma of a pandan leaf. So, if you want to use a fresh pandan leaf, all you have to do is choose the mature leaves. Probably around five of pandan leaf. You will know it's mature when it's thicker. It's thicker and it's darker in color than the young leaves. So probably about 5 pandan leaves. Surge egg. What's the time there, Surge A? Hello to you and thanks for the first super chat. Chica Sares, hello, good morning sis. JG, good evening JG or afternoon. Thank you for coming. Salim, hi, hello Surge A. Okay, you guys will greet each other. So, pick about five of these, five mature and but not old. You will know it's old if it's dried up. So you choose the mature one, the thicker and the more darker. So pick about five of pandan leaves, and then wash the leaves with in running water. You wash this because sometimes it has dust or dirt or sand. So wash it first in running water to get rid of any dirt. And then cut them with scissors about an inch. Cut them. Because today I'm just going to use the ready flavoring in butter. This is McCormick. So you cut about 1 inch. 1 inch like this. And then put them in blender with water. Just enough water to blend it like uh, 1/2 cup or 1/4 cup. Just enough water to blend it. Then after you put it in a blender and you blended it, strain it by using a cheesecloth. And then you squeeze the cheesecloth to extract the juice. Then transfer it to a glass jar and put it inside the fridge. For about 18 to 20 hours. You will notice that the green sediment will sink to the bottom of the glass jar. So disregard water and the sediment is your extract. So that's your fresh pandan flavoring. It's not easy, but you know, I have this one, the McCormick Buko Pandan flavor. So I will not demonstrate, but I will try to make a video of how to make fresh pandan leaves extract. So, cooking steamed cake is quite easy. You will just again strain all the dry ingredients. Old-fashioned way, old-fashioned way of sifting everything because I don't have the uh, sifter. Just sift together all the dry ingredients. This is the 1 cup of rice flour and 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, the 2.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and what else? Sugar. Sugar. I forgot sugar. 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup sugar or less. Yeah, 1/2 cup of sugar. Sip, sip, sip. Sip together. Ah, you guys are greeting each other. But as is MK. You mix, mix. I forgot to say the milk, but I will put the ingredients at the information section once once I'm done with the live streaming because I forgot to say that uh you need evaporated milk. You can use any milk, but I prefer using evaporated milk. This is where's the it it doesn't 370 ml. 370 ml. 370. Can you see it? 370 ml. 380 grams. So you need also to have 370 ml evaporated milk. So make a hole like that. Make a hole at the center. And then pour the milk, evaporated milk. Hello, Esan, Thailand. And also, guys, you can use coconut milk. If you will use coconut milk, the amount is 1/2 cup coconut milk, one half cup and 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk. So just pour it to the dry mixture. Then the melted margarine, or you can also use butter, unsalted butter, if you like. Spoon of Buko pandan flavoring. Guys, be careful using flavoring because if you use too much, it will taste bitter. So just 1/2 teaspoon. So just 1/2 teaspoon of buko pandan flavoring. Don't put a lot because it will taste bitter. Then just mix, mix it until the lump is gone. Hmm. Hello, Maureen Michelle. Thank you, sis, for coming. You just mix. Shooting star thumbs up for the host. Thank you. What is pandan? Here is the pandan leaf, JG. Here is the pandan leaf. Pandan. You know, this is also used in cooking rice. Just you will just wash about 2 leaves of pandan and then you tie it like this. And when the rice is about to cook, or you can also put it while it's cooking. You will just put this inside and your rice will smell nice. Yes, it's a leaf. It smells nice even it's raw. I don't know if in US, but this is you can find pandan leaves in Asia. I don't know if it can live in US. Mhm. Screw pine leaf in English. Yes, as its melody, screw pine leaf. So it's the lamps are gone now. So this is ready. This is ready. Then uh, then fill the steamer with water and boil this. Boil it. I will boil it. Hello, Ken. What's going on here? Kenny? So while the water in steamer is boiling, you should prepare the molds, photo molds. JG in the house. You know, Kenny in the Philippines is a Kapampangan word. Sis Melody, what does Kenny means in Kapampangan? What is Kenny in Kapampangan? Sis Melody. Still at work, but other than that, good. Still, you still work, Ken? I thought you were retired. You buy the video to buy one of your cars, Ken. It was an hour this time. So use margarine or oil for greasing the photo molds. So we do this so it will uh so the photo will be easy to unmold later when it's cooked. There. Bruce, I sell new Honda cars 34 years worth. You know, Ken, I used to work at Nissan Motors. Also, my sister Melody, we were working in different branch. I was working at Nissan Gallery Ortigas, and my sister Melody worked at Nissan Commonwealth, Nissan Motors. I was at the accounting department, the finance department, and my sister Mildred was in the sales. Are you sales department, right, Sis Mildred? Sales department. But in different branch. We work at different branch. Okay, that's awesome, Ken. Honda is my favorite car brand. Ken. Yes, Emily, I'm in sales. Mildred is in sales too. I am in Melody. Was in sales. But you're all more clerical, right? Sis Melody. So I work at Nissan, but I'm only at the background. My first job was to be treasury clerk. That's my first job. And then I was transferred to credit and collection assistant. And then the accounting department make a special department. I have a friend also on the car dealership here. So you will just pour about three-fourth full. Three-fourth full. You know, I used to sell this for 5 pesos each. 5 pesos each. My last Honda was in 1998 Del Sol. You know, one statement I won't forget about Nissan is it's shaped by the wind. I think that was the Altima, Nissan Altima. Uh, the explanation is like they put a mercury with uh, fan all over the side, and the shape became the Altima of the mercury. That's why they said that Altima is shaped by the wind. the Philippines, uh, when there's Nissan dealership, you will just walk like 10. Beside is another brand, another car brand. Because when I was working at the Nissan gallery, there's also Honda dealership, then Toyota. So it's easy. It's easy to prepare thin cake. Also, you can put toppings, cheese topping. You you will just put thin strips of cheddar cheese on top. Sir, what will it take to get you into this car today? Hi, Ems, JG, Serge, MK, Bruce, Melody, Marin, Ken, Salim, Chi, Esan. Hello, Sis Judy Fisher. Are you done cooking? What's for dinner, Judy Fisher? What's for dinner? So you just arrange the molds like this one, like this. There. Cute. Aisa T, hello. Aisa, thank you for joining. Mamela Judy Fisher. Good afternoon. How are you? Says MK. Aisa T, are you a Filipina? Dinner is shredded pork with caramelized onion and sauteed diced tomatoes. That sounds yummy. So guys, I want to ask you, is it a requirement that your girlfriend or wife should know how to cook? Or it doesn't matter? Hey, Ems, I made your sweet potato fritters last night. Very delicious. Please love them. JT Fisher, I'm glad. I'm glad you tried it. JJ, masarap. Tuhok Chiang An. Hello. TV, is it TV or Tuhok? Tuhok Chiang An. Hello. Thank you for joining. Aisati, sarap naman yan, sis. Oh, Aisati is a Filipina. Sis, asan ka, sis? Nasa Philippines ka ba, Aisati? It is preferable but not required. Yeah, especially JG, if you can, you can hire a maid, right? Guys, I admit that I don't cook well before. That's why I went to formal schooling because I really don't know how to cook. Because when I was in college, I live in a dormitory. I didn't cook when I was in college. But I always eat at the canteen, dormitory canteen or school canteen. So I didn't learn how to cook. And then after I was in fourth year college, I was a working student. I did part-time filing clerk at Eastern Shipping Lines Incorporation. They hire me as a part-time filing clerk. So I just eat mostly in, we call it karinderya. Karinderya is like a small eatery. Uh, the meals are cheaper than restaurants. So most of the time I eat in karinderya because I'm always living in dormitories or bed space. Then when I graduated in college, I I was offered a job at the same company. I mean, sister company. I work as a part-time in Eastern Shipping Lines, and they hire me in their sister company, Iship Fishing Corporation. So I didn't take a break after graduating. I uh, I work right away as the operations manager secretary that time at Iship Fishing Corporation. And that's in Port Area, Manila. And I live in Rodriguez Rizal. I travel 3 hours every morning. So it's very heavy traffic going to Manila. So I will leave home around 4:30 a.m. and I arrive at the office at 7. Why not adjust my working time? Instead of starting working 8 a.m. Wait, I will get the towel. Towel. Margarine, hi sis, I found out hindi pala dikit. Mapatay nga kita ngayon. So, when my boss came to know that I always arrive early, sometimes 6:30 a.m. I'm already at the office. He said, why not start my work 7 a.m. then up to 4 p.m. So I was the only employee that has that time. All employees are 8 to 5, but me 7 to 4. So you have to cover this with cloth, cheesecloth or towel, so the water from the steam uh, will not spill or will not go to the molds. So you have to cover cover the steamer. I will finish this first. Oh, my pants. Zuzu TV, hello. Hello, Zuzu TV. You guys check each other's channel while I'm cooking. So guys, I will put this at the steamer. Where's the phone? So, steam that for 12 to 15 minutes. Where's my timer? 12 to 15. 7:13. So, 7:28. 7:28. 7:13, 15, 7:28. Dahil na ako sis Maureen, I miss riding on the tricycle sis. Yes, I ride tricycle going to the market here. We are not close to the market, sis MK. I will need a tricycle ride going to the market. I will clean my table. Sis Judy, is pandan leaf di- pandan leaves grow in your place? Are you aware of this leaf, Judy? So, guys, you, You can make a business out of this steam cake. Me, I am selling it for 5 pesos. 5 pesos only. Because only few ingredients. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ingredients only. Kevin Nash, you were late. Hello, Kevin Nash. So, I will repeat the ingredients. It's only 1 cup rice flour. Here's the rice flour. It doesn't have a price. Doesn't have a price. This is the texture is like, the texture of the rice flour is like, cornstarch. Ems, I didn't hear what you said, but I think I heard you say man. I, Judy, I was asking if pandan leaves grow in your place. This one, pandan leaves. Rice, 1 cup rice flour, then 1/2 cup all-purpose flour or cake flour, then 2.5 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 cup sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoon melted margarine, 1/2 teaspoon pandan flavor, and 370 ml evaporated milk. So that's the only ingredients. And I was selling this for 5 pesos. Judy Fisher, no, Emily, they don't. So probably this grows only in Asian countries. Well, it doesn't have winter. Shooting star, great job, Emily. Thank you for the super chat. Shooting star. JGB House could be. I never saw you in these few days. Tumok Chang, Kevin. Hello, Kevin Nash Kitchen. So I was telling that I'm not a good cook before because I really didn't have time to cook. So when I was working at issue fishing, I will travel in the morning 3 hours from from here from my house to Manila, Port Area, Manila. It's heavy traffic going there. Then issue fishing, it was closed. It was closed for some reason. I was transferred to another sister company, Eastern Plastic. Eastern Plastic Packaging in Shaw Boulevard. So because it's hard to commute 3 hours, I will leave home 4:30 a.m. I decided to just bed space. Bed spacing here in the Philippines is like you are in a room, one room, five double deck beds, and you occupy one each. So we are 10 in one room. So that's cheaper than renting one room. So when I was working, I was just bed spacing. Before it's very cheap. It's just 750 pesos per month. So that's and we don't know each other. My cousins were discouraging me before because they said, "You don't know who you'll be with. What if they are secretly like that? I said, I don't have choice. Because if you will, that time, if you will rent a whole room, the cost is 50 US dollar, 2,500 one room. That's before, in the 90s. So, and I was just earning about 4,200, less than 100, less than 100 US dollar per month that time in the 90s. Only 4,200 is my take home salary. So if I will rent 2,500 pesos or 50, and I am getting only about 100 US dollar a month, what will be left for me? So I just rent with spacing, only 750. That's like 12.5 US dollar a month. So so I'm always away home because the Rizal in the 90s Rizal is uh it's hard to reach. But now they have opened more roads. Easier to go in Manila nowadays. But before there's only one road going to Manila. Now it's two or three. But hi JGB, whether he is alive. Hi, good morning. A lady farmer takes big. Good morning, sis. Thank you for coming. He is waiting in ambush. Says shooting star. Lady farmer. Is that cutie? Cutie. So I never learned how to cook. It's just when when I turned 39 years old, I decided to, to have formal cooking lesson, and I was able to learn it. Because once here in the Philippines, once you turn 40 and you're not stable, or even 35, if you're not really stable, it's hard to find a job. I remember when I was in my 40s, because I lost my job when I discovered about Jot's condition, and my boss passed away. So I have enough money to go to culinary school. So when I was I think I was 40 years old. I tried to apply in it's a trading and tracking company. Some of them were laughing at me because the other applicants are newly graduates, like 19, 20, 21. I was the only one that's 40 years old. And the the one who gave the exam says 40, and then I saw her giggle, like, what, you're applying for uh, a clerical work when you're already 40. So I just took their exam and interview, and I told myself I don't have a chance. So what I did is that, because the company will say, okay, we will just call you. So I told myself that I might not get the job because their facial expressions and the way they treated me. I knew to myself I was too old for them. So what I did is I enrolled at culinary school. Then after, when I was in the middle of the course, the culinary course, they called me and they said that I can have the position, and they called me after 4 months of applying. Probably they didn't get any and they don't have a choice. So I didn't accept it because I said no, I just been respectful to them and told them that I've already enrolled into a cooking class. So I told myself to have my own my own business because there's no chance I can get into companies. What is that on the can? How does it work? This is evaporated milk. Evaporated milk, Kevin. Emily, you're really a good cooker to get a good job cooking. Anyway. Awesome job, Big E. Hello, Big E. Thank you for joining, Big E. Thank you so much. What was that on top of can? This one? Measuring spoon. Measuring spoon. What? This is 1/2 teaspoon, Kevin Nash. Big E, hello, hello. Here, pandan leaves, Kevin. Pandan leaf. Screw pine. Screw pine leaf. Hi, shooting JG, Lady Farmer Judy. Kaya says Big E. So that's my story of why I came into cooking, why I enrolled into a cooking class. Because I was really hurt. And then I can get a clerical job at 40. When if they only look at my credential, I work in big companies like the Eastern Shipping Lines, and then I also work at Fortune Tobacco Corporation. Those are owned by Philippines most Philippines richest people, because that time is Eastern Shipping guys was in the top 20 best companies in the Philippines at that time. But now things change, and the owner is one of the top 20 richest people in. And then when I turned 40, I can get a simple clerical job. So that hurts. So I went just to culinary school and accept that fact that I'm already old. That I'm already old. So I guess this is my alternative. Sometimes I have friends. They are still working in the US. They said, "Oh, Ems, if you're here, it will not be hard for you to get a job." That's what they keep on telling me. But I'm here in the Philippines, so I'm jobless. But I don't make myself, zero earning. I always look for opportunities. I always try my best to learn. to learn something. So it's 15 minutes now. I'll check the steam cake. Oops. There. Ta-da! See? So this is done. You just have to uh, let this cool down first before you unmold because if the molds are to 15 minutes. So smells nice. The aroma of the pandan leaf is sweet. It has a sweet and mild scent. I will watch it to Biggie. What's that? Yeah, he's smart and funny. There's a video dedicated to funny tropical thing and his beers. Big E in Cebu, did you visit your dad's grave? Dad's grave. You know, Big E, I have relatives in California. I don't know if they are watching now in Vallejo. One of my cousins just visited recently and went back Tuesday, just this Tuesday. Vallejo. Their place is Vallejo, California. That's great big 8 ago. So I was able to make 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I was able to make 18. This is the biggest cup. 18 steam cake, steam cake. So look, it's because you brush, I brush, because I brush the molds with margarine, it's easy to unmold. Okay, it's easy to unmold. There, easy to unmold. See? See? So guys, thank you so much for joining me. See you next Monday for another cooking with Emily. I want to thank my moderators, Serge A, JG, BK, MK Show TV, Shooting Star. Thank you so much, guys. And Melody Intal, thank you so much for taking care taking care of the chat while I cook. Kay Kevin Dash, JGB, Sam Guy, they was going around to wet markets in or around Manila. Good video. But he was staying at that hotel with the rooftop you were at. So thank you moderators and thank you for the super chats. Big E, thank you so much for joining. Uh, Tuhok Tien, Lady Farmer, thanks big. Thank you so much, sis. You know, Serge always laugh at me when I try to scroll up. Judy Fisher, thank you so much for coming. Uh, who else? Kevin Nash Kitchen, thank you so much, although you are late. Zuzu TV, thank you so much, Zuzu TV. And Aizati, thank you, sis. Esan, Thailand, thank you. Chico Sara, sis, thank you. Salim, thank you so much. Serge A. And Shooting Star, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Kevin Nash Steam Muffin should try. I can get those. You can get the leaves there. Bye, MK. Bye, sis Judy Fisher. Take care. Judy says, take care, everyone, and God bless. Thank you, and to all my cousins and relatives and friends that are tuned in, but we're not able to type at the chat. Thank you so much for the support. I will end it now. Thank you, guys. See you on Monday, Philippine time, same time, 6:30 a.m.